به طور طبیعی ما در ابتدای انقلاب خیلی تعریف درستی از سینمای انقلاب نداشتیم.
سینما انقلاب در واقع یک هماندیشی است، یک حرکت فکری و هنری است در عرصه سینما که تمام تلاشش اینه که سینما رو با همون اهداف اولیه خود سینمای انقلاب اسلامی یک ذره نزدیکتر کنه.
When they come out of their mother's womb until really essentially they die, a human being is undergoing a transformation of their religious experience, their religious blossoming and search for truth and evolution, which coincides with their philosophical expressions, their sexual identity, their sexual role as they mature into men and women, and all of those factors contribute to personal identity. And the identity is what everyone portrays in their writing, in their art, or in this case, in their cinematic expression.
Ideological cinema, it's a bit of a mouthful and rather vague. Ideology is a body of ideas that when brought together can form a political movement or a party. There's no doubt that cinema plays a role in the way people think. Whether it plays such a significant one, though, on the ideological front is very much open to question. At best, the cinema's but a segment of the entire mass media, and in the West particularly, it is regarded more for its entertainment value rather than perhaps a brainwashing tool for Zionists who, if the truth be said, control pretty much all the flow of information in the Western world.
هر نوع فیلمی که در جمهوری اسلامی ساخته میشه از فیلترهای مختلف رد میشه که صاحب نظرها معتقدایی به انقلاب اسلامی هستن، در پرده سینما به نمایش در میاد، جزو حلقه سینما انقلاب اسلامیه.
سینمای انقلاب سینمای مستضعفینه، سینمای مردمه، نه سینمای طبقه اشراف.
CIA, the Central Intelligence Agency, is renowned for sharing a lot of its cinematic themes and intelligence and things like that with Hollywood producers to give them good stories. And one of the most profound and obscene at the same time was the recent film Jack Ryan. In which the CIA and other producers basically took the Brad Birkenfeld, Scott Bennett report, Shell Game, and turned it into a Jack Ryan story of terrorist financing and of banking and financial analysis. And it was very, very disturbing to see that our story was being spun and politically manipulated to make the truth of the reports that we were actually sending up.
The movie industry here works in accordance to how the true power brokers want to portray history. Custer's Last Stand, for instance, is the stuff legends are made of. The truth is so far removed. I grant you, most people would be shocked. Custer, as well as being tactically clueless, was a ruthless, sadistic mass murderer of thousands upon thousands of women and children. The cinema not only excels in perpetuating myths, even when at war, those pulling the strings know only too well the American public, under no such circumstances, can see the true horrors of what was occurring, let's say, in Europe in World War I.
بعد از 30 و چند سال بسیاری از دوستانی که باید تبیین کننده اندیشه‌های سینمای انقلاب اسلامی باشن فقط در صدد تخریب سینمای انقلاب اسلامی هستند.
سینمای انقلاب سینمای رازه، سینما سینمای سره، سینما سینمای مرگاگاهیه، یک سینمایی است که تمام تلاشش توجه به اون حالاتی است که انسان در مقابل با مرگ داره، در مقابل با شهادت داره. که یه فیلم رو بخوام بگین که تا بگم سینمای انقلاب اسلامی یاد اون فیلم بیافتید، چه فیلمیه؟
من هنوزم آژانس شیشه‌ای رو مصداق یک فیلم سینمای انقلاب اسلامی میدونم.
طبیعتاً همه تا میگن یاد آژانس شیشه‌ای میافتن.
Pearl Harbor that was created in 2001, and it was ideological from a psychological warfare perspective because the United States government powers were preparing to unleash the September 11th attacks on the World Trade Center. Came out just prior to September 11th, and it came out just prior to cultivate in the American citizens an ideology and a political up feeling that would incline them in a Pearl Harbor militaristic way against the perceived enemies of the United States, similar to how Pearl Harbor geared people to have a certain vengeance against the Japanese for the attack on Hawaii in 1941. So that's an example of a political, ideological, cinematic expression, and I would say it was even psychological warfare because it came out with the full intention to manipulate the American citizens and manipulate their consciousness.
فیلم‌های اول انقلاب که راجع به تاریخ انقلاب ساخته شده کدوم دوست دارید؟
خیلی نداشتیم، شاید تو سریال‌های تلویزیونی بیشتر بوده.
من تهران رو همچنان دوست دارم به دلایل متعدد. در وهله اول به خاطر خوش‌ساخت بودنش، حرفه‌ای بودنش.
Well, one must bear in mind, in the past 30 years, political ideology has all but evaporated. I feel the crucial reason behind this was simply because the true power brokers thought, to hell with this. Why don't we do what we do when we engineer wars? Back both sides. For these reasons, I feel the cinema's role is negligible, most especially when it comes to portraying the truth. For instance, has the cinema reflected that in its 250-year history, America has been involved in war for around 230 of these years?